What's up everyone, my name's Chris, and at the beginning of last year, I clocked in over 300 miles in less than 4 months while training for my first ever marathon. However, I ended up hurting my knee, not finishing the race, and that pretty much sidelined me for the rest of the year for running. But as we fast forward into summer 2024, my knee is healed, and I figured I want to take running a little bit more seriously. So I decided to pick up a running watch. I looked at Garmin, I looked at Coros, and decided Coros was the brand for me. And I bought the Apex 2 Pro and the Pace 3. One of these watches is being returned, and I'm gonna tell you guys why in this video. Now, this is not gonna be a video that's gonna break down the individual specs of these watches. I don't even think I'm qualified to even do that. But if you are wanting more in-depth specs on these watches, I highly suggest going to Coros' website. They do a really great job of breaking everything down, and they make it super simple for you to choose which watch is best for you. But before we even start talking about the Coros watches, I want to talk about my current watch that I'm wearing right now, which is the Apple Watch Series 4. This watch came out in 2018 and I've been wearing it since its release date. Honestly, we all know what Apple Watches do. They're a great smartwatch, they're great for health, and they're an overall really good watch. And to be honest, I really shouldn't even be upgrading from this watch, but there's one main thing that just drives me crazy with this product. And if you own an Apple Watch, you know, it's the battery life. The battery life on this watch, even though it's 6 years old, is absolutely terrible. And I've heard, and I have a couple friends that have the newer ones, the battery life on those are absolutely terrible. They barely make it through the day. And I'm just sick and tired of being on a run or at the gym after work while I've been wearing it all day and my watch will die and I lose out on tracking my workout. Because we all know if you're not tracking your workout and posting it on social media, you're not actually working out. And obviously I could go and buy like the Apple Watch Ultra, but do I really need to spend $700 on a watch like that? No, I don't. So that's why I started looking at actual running watches, and I looked at Garmin, I looked at Coros, and I decided Coros was the brand that I wanted to go with. And when I started looking at the watches, I looked at the Apex 2 Pro and I looked at the Coros Pace 3. I decided I'm not gonna get the Coros Pace 3 because I fell into the trap of the Pro. I started looking at all the features that it had and I started thinking like, oh, if I'm going to upgrade my Apple Watch, I should get the Pro version of what Coros has. And I was like, looking at all the features, looking at all the GPS tracking and health, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be such an upgrade. I can't wait to wear this watch. I end up getting the watch, unboxing it, and the reason why I'm returning it and I'm keeping the Pace 3 is 2 reasons. One, the screen on this thing is absolutely terrible. And I know most running watches don't have as nice of a screen as the Apple Watches, but the Apex 2 Pro is $500. And for $500, I can't use a watch where the screen is just not gonna do it for me. And also the second reason why is the UI is just absolutely terrible on this thing. And maybe it's because I'm coming from an Apple Watch, I get it, but when I put it on and I just started playing with it, knowing that this watch was $500, I just couldn't keep it. I'm not gonna keep it, I'm gonna return it. And I was really super bummed out when I figured I'm not gonna keep this watch, because I really want a running watch. So I started looking at Garmin's and I started looking at some other brands, and I just made my way back to Coros. And I really took a deep dive into the Coros Pace 3. And this watch is $230. The Apex 2 Pro is $500. All the same features that you get in the Apex 2 Pro are in the Coros Pace 3, which I didn't know until I actually did a deep dive and started searching everything up online. And for $230, I can deal with a screen that's not that great and I can deal with the UI that's a little bit clunky. And actually, even though the UIs are exactly the same on these two watches, it's a little bit more cleaner and a little bit more faster on the Pace 3, and I think it's because this watch is a little bit newer. All the features that you get on the Apex 2 Pro are on the Pace 3, besides maybe like some extra like GPS tracking, but to be honest, I'm not going to run on trails. Let's be honest, you're not running on trails if you're watching this video. If you're just a casual runner like me, or someone who's trying to take it a little bit more seriously, a watch like this that's $230 that's gonna give you more tracking than an Apple Watch just makes sense. And that's the reason why I'm keeping this watch and why this is gonna be my new daily driver going forward for the rest of the year. But that is the video. I wanted to make this video because I didn't want someone to make the same mistake I did and fall into the trap of the Pro. This is the first time I've ever seen a brand put all the same features in their cheaper model, and it just makes sense if you're casual like I am, or someone who's just trying to take running a little bit more seriously. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I upload every single week on this channel. I do productivity, lifestyle content, and you guys should definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I think I'm gonna be doing a week in the life with the Coros Pace 3. So that is everything. Long-winded video. Again, my name's Chris. You should follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's when I'm the most active. I plan on making more running content throughout the summer. And that's it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys go out there, get a running watch, and kill it this summer, because I will be. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Peace!